and germs. Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click around an article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
But first, we're going to talk about the GDBQR 2014. That's the Great Dilettante Ball Quarter Race
2014,
where Spencer
and
I race each other
and you
to collect all 50-some-odd state quarters released by
Obama.
Barack Hussein Obama.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah, how did nobody notice that?
Okay.
Right? How many quarters do you have?
Total?
Yeah,
Quite a number.
right now.
0.
All right. Here's California.
Ooh.
You probably have that one, right?
I don't know if I do. Was that the Beach Boys on it?
Yeah, it's got the Beach Boys. They're in their daddy's T-Bird.
Okay.
And
It's
they're,
not a Woody.
They're cruising to the hamburger stand.
As fast as they can?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds like fun.
They're
fun.
gonna have fun. But their daddy, I suspect, will take that T-Bird away.
Wee-oo.
It's got a what I assume is a prospector.
Ooh.
And a falcon or some other bird of prey.
It's probably a falcon. The gold mining falcons.
In front of some mountains, and it says,
There's gold in them thar hills. What does it say? You're having a hard time.
it says Yosemite Valley.
Oh, okay, sure. Sure, if you say so. Yosemite's...
It doesn't.
Oh.
No, it does. It does.
That's awesome. Is that where Yosemite is?
I didn't think so.
I don't think so either. I thought it
thought
was
it
like in
was in-
Wyoming
yep,
or...
yep.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe I can't read. It's tiny. Quarters are tiny. They're a lot
Very
tinier than you
tiny.
think.
That's true.
They're about the size of dimes.
Common, yeah, right.
Common misconception.
Quarters are not that big.
No. All right, let's pull up an article.
Okay.
What if all coins were the same size? That'd be crazy, right? It'd be a
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
I would be paying 4 cents for laundry. Or 6 cents, I guess.
We're like the only country where the bills are the same size as each other.
Is that so?
Yeah.
It makes sense to have them different sizes.
Yeah, for people who are like blind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
just cracked the case.
Your money is all the same color and the same size. Your money looks exactly the same as every other bit of your money.
Perfect. When I saw Daredevil, he had his money in little,
You fold it different ways.
oh, is that what they do?
Mm-hmm.
He had his in like little, like, I don't even know how to describe it, like plastic wallets, sort of, like
So
like cases,
Mhm.
and the case had the braille on the top.
Oh, okay. It sucks because
But
even if you have those cases or you fold it a certain way, you still have to trust someone to tell you
right.
what it is.
Yeah. This one's a 20.
That's why other countries have it different sizes so that
That's
you
so
can
smart.
you're fine. You don't need anybody to help you out. You know.
You know.
This episode is this is a very special episode.
Yeah?
I feel
Is this
like
the drug prevention episode?
it's gonna get
This is episode 92, by the way.
yeah.
So
We're
we're
coming
coming
up.
up on 100. So
It's
get ready for that.
it's gonna get heated. I think we're gonna get a lot of letters. We're gonna make a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
You ready? Racial wage gap in the United States.
Oh, thank God I've been wanting to talk about this for years.
Is that true?
No. First of all, there's a glass ceiling for a reason, ladies. So we can see down your blouses.
Oh, man.
Racial wage gap
Yeah.
inequality.
Yeah.
That's
Racial wage gap in the United States.
Rachel
Haircuts. Rachel wage gap. It's for women who have the Rachel make 83 cents to the dollar on women who
Have the
don't-
Monica.
Who have the Monica.
Okay.
And Phoebes are all unemployed. Or they're not unemployed, but they just don't.
They busk.
They don't report. Yeah, they
Oh,
don't
yeah,
report
yeah.
their income to the government.
Right under the table, like tips and. So what's the article? Racial.
Let's just
dive right into the meat of it, huh?
Dive in, but tread lightly.
So good. I'm glad we got two white guys to talk about the racial inequality.
Yeah, for
here.
real. I mean, I guess it's our fault.
It is our fault. It's the fault in our stars.
Although slavery
Perfect.
coming
right
right
out
off
the
the
gate.
bat. Although slavery was abolished over 100 years ago, differences in wages in the United States among whites and minorities are present today.
Well, I mean, you got to admit, that's like an infinity% increase over when it used to be slavery. So, cut us some slack.
When the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed, it became illegal for employees to discriminate based on race.
Great.
They
still did.
They still did. They still do. Still can discriminate on gender.
Anything,
and,
yeah.
And
there's nothing stopping.
I mean, this is kind of maybe a good time to talk about this because also the Hobby Lobby and everything that's been going on with that
That's true.
is happening right now.
That's true.
not really wage, but still
some weird
discrimination
against women,
something
against non-Christians.
Basically.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been saying, which is funny and exciting, is what the fuck are people gonna do? Not people, but assholes gonna do when like a Muslim wants to follow certain law? Like, oh no, I'm a Muslim, so this is how I'm gonna run my business. Right. Oh no, this ain't. I mean,
I can't wait.
America, right?
I can't wait.
Gonna. Oh, you have to eat your own fucking shit now, you crazy assholes.
Right? Yeah, that's gonna be the best.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna be the best because it's gonna be like they won't get their justice as as
then
appointed by
crazy people will like Molotov cocktail their business or whatever.
Right. And the interesting thing about Hobby Lobby, since we're talking about it,
sure,
the owners are like seem like pretty decent people. Like they
do, yeah. They pay
minimum wage is like it's 9% above minimum wage. Yeah, like all kinds of like cool stuff. But it's like at the same time, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
all right.
I think the general consensus is it's
like they're not bad people, but come on, Supreme Court.
Yeah, they're the Hobby Lobby people. Do what they are wont to do,
sure,
but they shouldn't be allowed to.
Yeah, right.
Basically,
right. Yeah, I can't blame them for like wanting to,
Yeah.
Like,
oh, I'm crazy. I want to be crazy.
Right.
Oh, should be. Nope. There are laws, but apparently
there are no such thing as right.
It's the Wild West.
Who appointed those judges, by the way? Was that Bush? Did Bush appoint?
I mean, different.
Well, sure, but how long? I mean,
I
you don't know. Yeah,
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I mean, they could have been.
I'm talking about specifically the 5 judges that voted for.
I have no idea.
Right.
They could have been appointed when they were 12 and been appointed by Coolidge or whatever.
Yeah, and just stay for life. And,
yeah.
And they know. I mean, they don't know what a goddamn like cell phone is.
Right?
Like they don't know any. Like that's not even like that's hardly an exaggeration. It's crazy. They just don't know how shit works. So cool. That's cool that you guys
You're making the decisions. Meanwhile,
like when you were elected, there were slaves. Like
practically.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ruth Bader Ginsburg is like 1,000,000 years old,
and she's like on
dope
top
as fuck.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
that surprised the hell out of me.
She was like, "This is bad, and here's exactly why." And we just fucked up big time.
And and God help us for your crazy asses.
Yeah, her dissent.
It's like me and Elena Kagan or whatever the fuck. Just like, all right.
Her dissent basically ended like, yeah, God help us all.
Right, because you just opened the doors for all this other crazy shit. Yeah, so thanks a lot.
God bless these United States of America.
And then she got up and tore her robes off, and like she had full leathers on and took off on her motorcycle. She said, "That's my retirement."
And so Sonia Sotomayor was in her sidecar. Yeah, it's
a little dog with a scarf.
She's really young too, Sonia Sotomayor.
Good, great.
She's not like 28 or whatever.
But sure, she's like 50,
she's not 400 like everyone else.
Yeah, right. She's not on death's door.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
All right, let's. Do you want to?
Let's talk about racial inequality.
Yeah, let's get back to it. When the Civil Rights Act of 1964, my parents were born before that. How
my parents
crazy
were too.
is that?
Oh, holy shit! Yeah, like my mom was like in high school, like in like 9th or 10th grade, like.
Oh, who are all these kids? That's not long ago at all.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. But how crazy is it going to be when our kids have like a holocast and they're like, oh, gay people couldn't get married? That'll be really crazy
when they're like, oh, you didn't have.
Oh, Dad, you were born before.
Dad, you couldn't marry Dad?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Crazy times, son.
Fuck, that's so crazy.
Yeah. But you know what? Thank God we got Burger King making the gay Pride Whopper.
Is that a thing?
That's a total thing.
No way.
It's like a total bogus. Like, yeah, it's so bogus.
What is it?
It's I don't know. I haven't.
It's like a regular Whopper, but extra saucy,
or
like something shitty like that.
I wish the marketing was that good. There's no way it could be.
I mean,
it's probably just like the bun is like Rambo dyed or something stupid.
That sounds disgusting.
It does, but yeah.
There's a.
I know that there's clips. There's like the commercial, or whatever, like the corporate made commercial. There's like people eating it and like crying and being like, "Oh my god, like gay pride," you know. You know, like
it tastes like shit, but I love what it's supporting.
Right, exactly. We're doing it.
The Pride Parade.
Thank you, Vermont.
Just happened here in Chicago recently, and I'm very for the cause, but I am very anti parades and crowds.
I'm fully with you, especially in Chicago, because if you're in a crowd in Chicago,
it's a riot. You're causing a riot.
You're causing a riot for real. You're breaking windows.
I saw pictures of like people just fucking trashed a cop car.
A cop car?
Yeah.
That doesn't make me as mad.
Pigs. I smell bacon.
Suey. Fuck them.
But yeah, I hate crowds. I wish there was a way that we could all like
throw them into a pit.
Turn like everyone. Turn your cell phone off for 5 minutes for Gay Pride. Okay,
Okay.
You know, something where
Sure,
we could all
sure.
just
Like really think about it for a minute,
yeah, and we don't need to.
rather than make a big spectacle and
We don't need to
drink and
mess up the trains. We don't need to all get sweaty, and be loud or I don't know. It's just tough.
Be
It's just
sweaty
tough.
and loud, but on your own time.
Sure.
Don't bother me about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Again, very pro the cause.
The cause.
Very anti.
The
crowds.
people.
and the people.
Love
and
the cause, hate the people.
everything they stand for. Very against it. Very against it.
I saw a picture of these like people like protesting the parade or whatever. Like Westboro sort of people.
Mm-hmm.
You saw this picture?
Yeah.
And it was a guy dressed up as Jesus with a big sign that said, "I'm not with these people."
The best part is there's a cop like standing in front of the crowd next to him, and he's looking over at the Jesus dude, like
Loving
smirking.
it.
He's
loving
like,
it. Yeah.
"Yeah, dude, what's
He's
up?"
like, if I have to be here, I'm glad I'm with this
yeah,
guy.
yeah. It's the best. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I'm down with that.
I feel like there are probably, I bet in big cities more than others, and probably maybe Chicago more than other big cities. There are probably a lot of like cool cops.
Yeah,
Like that.
I
Like,
agree.
Just like
I've only had a few times I've had to talk to cops in
you were
Chicago.
able to escape the rest of the time.
Yeah, right. Able to hoof it, hide under a car, or climb up into a tree. But there are. Whenever I go down to when I get off of work, I'm down in the subway waiting for my train. There's always I'm on a schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and there's always a cop with a police dog. Like
Sure.
I assume a bomb sniffing dog.
Sure,
Which is
downtown
kinda crazy,
that
right?
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Could,
I always want to pet the German Shepherds, but
you can't.
you can't.
They'll bite your dick right
They got
off.
they got muzzles on, but they'll still fuck you up.
They'll bite through the
Through the
muzzle.
muzzle.
They'll open their mouth and the muzzle shatters. You get shrapnel in your face.
And your dick got bit
They're
off.
so fucking strong.
And then
There's no way.
And then you have to pay the police station for the muzzle. They don't even like.
Here's your bill. We'll invoice you.
You get ticketed for the.
In elementary school, they did like a police day or so, I don't know what it was, but police came and they were like, "Hey, this is
Random
stuff
searches."
Found a lot of drugs on me. I was wheeling and dealing. So one of the two things that stuck with me is one, they demonstrated guns and they shot a blank
Okay.
at a soda can, and the blank obliterated the soda can.
Okay, sure.
And it was like,
that's crazy.
oh, there
not
was
even a bullet.
yeah,
and-
there was nothing in that gun, and it fucked that up. So that's crazy.
Okay.
And the other thing was they had their dogs, and they were like, okay, here's the dude in like the puffy suit, and these dogs are gonna fuck him up.
No.
And that is the craziest thing to watch.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So the dog just like bit the guy's arm off practically.
Yeah. And then the guy takes off the helmet, and the dog's like, oh fuck, it's
Oh,
Clark.
it's-
And then he like wags his tail. And
Clark,
he's
I'm
like,
so sorry, dude.
Every criminal is big
Is
and
a
fat.
sumo
It's like,
wrestler.
yeah, every criminal is a sumo wrestler. I thought you were a criminal. I'm so sorry.
could've
We
sworn.
still cool? Okay.
We getting beers after this or what? Because
Dog beers.
dog beers.
Dogfish head. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, those dogs will fuck you up,
Man,
big time.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're trained not to kill you. I feel like they're trained to like bite your.
They take you down.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've seen videos of like whatever crazy hostage situations, and then a guy would just let the canine unit loose. He'll bolt the guy's holding
Can't even-
hostage. He'll try to like shoot at the dog.
Can't even.
The
Shoots
dog will,
himself.
like, for real. The dog like dodge it, jump. Not even joking. Like jump over like a car, and then like, it's just nuts. It's the craziest thing ever.
The saddest thing.
Army dogs
Well,
getting hit by like mines or
any
whatever.
service, any like army dog, police dog that gets killed,
Yeah, that's really sad.
sucks.
Yeah,
Fucking sucks.
yeah, for
It's
sure.
and with anything, it's always so much sadder to me when animals die than when people die.
Yeah,
Because
because they don't
animals,
really know what's going
animals
on.
don't know better. They're
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm just helping out Clark.
Right, yeah.
Or
play this game.
I'm getting him.
Yeah,
I
right.
got him. I got
Yeah,
him. Let's go get that beer.
Yeah, you're right.
But that one time you get shot and you're like, Clark, I hope I don't be mad at me.
Did I
Did I let you
right.
down?
Did I lose it for you? Yeah, for sure.
It's no good. I saw a video of it was like a soldier coming home, and he opens the door and his cat's waiting for him, and he puts down his bags and he puts his arm down, and the cat freaks out and jumps up into his arms.
Oh, no way.
It was great.
Oh, that's actually crazy.
It was
I thought you
great.
were gonna say the cat like just went past.
Who the fuck
him.
are you?
Like, yeah, or just went past him into the
Scratches
yard and
fuck-
was like
no,
pissing
no.
in the.
The cat's like, The cat's like a little apprehensive at first, like
There's no way, right?
no,
You've been gone for 2 years.
You're dead. You're gone. You're
you
gone.
died 18 months ago.
You walk out of that door, get cigarettes, and that's it. And then he's like, "Oh fuck, it's Danny." And
Danny.
then the guy puts his arms down, and the cat like jumps
That's
up in
crazy.
his arms, and the guy like hugs him. That's
really crazy.
it's the
Because
best.
you see dogs do that. Like,
Yeah.
Those are classic videos.
yeah. Or lions, which
Yeah.
those are crazy.
Like a guy raised a lion when he was a cub and then released him in the wild and found him in the wild.
And the lion's like running up to him, and you're like, "Oh, this guy's dead. This lion is
meat.
bounding towards
yeah.
him."
And he just
And
gives him a big hug.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing
Oh,
ever.
crazy!
Yeah.
How is that real?
Oh.
So yeah,
So I can't wait till someone who owns a lion comes back from Iraq.
that lion's gonna be so happy.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait. That's gonna be great.
Would if you could choose to get rid, we wake up tomorrow, this animal doesn't exist anymore. What animal is it?
Cat. Just to make you
Just make me
suffer.
really sad.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay. Do you have one?
Yeah,
Really?
dragonflies.
What? Why?
Of every bug and creature,
They don't bother you though.
they're disgusting
They're
to me.
not
They're
even.
absolutely the most disgusting bugs.
Of all the bugs, that's
Mhm.
the one you choose. That's the
Dragonflies are disgusting to me.
most. How?
First of all, their tails or whatever.
Sure. They're long abdomens or
Yeah.
thoraxes.
Thorax is the chest part.
Okay. Well, I'm out of parts.
Legs.
Sure.
Their legs. Their butt part.
Their tail of the dragon tail.
It can bend. First of all, which is like creepy and gross because you think it's just straight sticking out.
I did think that.
They can bend.
Hook it
and
onto.
That's how they mate. They like connect. It's fucking gross.
Okay.
2, their eyes are really big and just freak me out. And 3, this is the grossest. They'll like fly into windows or whatever, or sliding glass doors,
Sure.
because they don't realize that it's a window. And the sound that they make is so disgusting because they're so like solid. They're big and they're like hard.
Right.
So you just hear like them smack against or walls or see anything. You hear them smack against it, and then you hear their gross wings like
Yeah.
and that's that disgusting smack of a dragonfly.
Oh, I'm kind of with you now that you're describing it.
Oh,
When I picture dragonflies, I picture like an idyllic, like sitting on the bank of a lake and dragonflies playing amongst the reeds.
I hate.
But no, you're at home with
so-
AC on and the lights off, and
Yeah,
dragonflies.
and
are
you just hear a dragonfly like clicking at your window trying to get in.
That's pretty good. That's no good.
No, I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But I'm sure if we got rid of dragonflies, then we'd have like giant, like bobcats would grow to be 20 feet
Right.
tall,
And
and
we'd be dead
yeah.
somehow. Yeah. It's a butterfly effect. It's a
It's
dragonfly,
the dragonfly
effect.
effect.
Do you think that there are mythical animals that are real, or how about this?
No,
that's
by definition, no.
Do you think that,
a cryptozoological animal?
Yeah. Do you
like
think that
like a
do you think,
Bigfoot or a
like a Bigfoot?
skunk ape,
Yeah.
a goat man,
Yeah.
a flatwoods monster.
Yep.
Champ, the beast in Lake Champlain.
Any of those animals.
Firebird.
Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds, that's what it is.
Yeah. Firebirds are car. They exist, and they're sweet. 4 on the floor. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Do you
That's where
think?
the stick shift is not in the steering column. It's on the
Oh, it's on
floor,
the-
and it's a 4-speed.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
But yeah, do you think those ever existed? Like some of them ever? Like unicorns, for example. Probably not,
No.
but you know what I mean? Like there used to be giant walking sloths.
Yeah,
And
giant
that-
ground sloths.
Yes, which is awesome.
It's crazy.
So is it possible that there were thunderbirds,
Leviathans.
leviathans?
Uh,
I mean, freak, dude. Mammoths were like still in North America when like the Egyptians were building pyramids.
how crazy is that?
That's the craziest thing ever.
This is a crazy thing that is maybe fake,
Cool.
but I feel like
That's my forte.
I feel like I've heard it enough that it's probably true.
Yep, that's everything I think.
Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than she did to the building of the pyramids.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's probably true.
It probably is true because Egyptians are nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think it's true, and you think it's true. That means it is true.
All right,
Okay,
solved.
cool. Stamp
You heard
that
it.
one
You
in.
heard it here third.
Move that one to the solved case files that we have here in the studio. Do you know anybody who's suffering from racial inequality with wage gap?
I mean, probably. Probably, and we don't even know.
Do you think they would even know?
That's, man. I'll
Because
tell
no
you,
one, it's like real taboo to like to know what everyone else is making at your job.
Right.
Which kind of sucks. I don't like it.
I'm glad because I feel like I'd be mad. And there's nothing I could do
That's
about
what I'm saying, though. There should be more transparency. Like, oh, I'm not getting this? That guy is a dickhead. Like, how come?
Oh, you think he's a dickhead? You're fired. That's why I don't want to know.
That's funny.
That's the thing with, like, it boggles my mind so deeply that any racial or gender inequality or bias or anything is so absolutely ingrained in everything that I feel like there's no way to
root it out.
Yeah, I mean, there are certainly obvious examples, but I feel like so even just so many phrases and everything just has such an inherent bias to it that there's just absolutely. I don't even. It just boggles my mind.
It's part of the culture. At this point
it's
for us.
Crazy.
Right.
Even a phrase as simple as telling someone to man up. There's so much. That's so loaded.
Yeah, that's true.
But you wouldn't. It's something that's just
one.
Said so often that you don't even think about. But it's.
Yeah.
There's so much behind there that you just.
That's
don't
a
think
great
about.
example.
But that's literally. Every single
so
thing
offensive to like so many people.
Every single thing that you could say practically has something like that behind it.
Right.
That
that you couldn't even like even if you were trying to like not say phrases like that, you just wouldn't be able to do it.
And if it's down to just the way that you speak, imagine how much it's ingrained in everything the way you think, everything that you do.
Yeah, I actively try to like be a better person. And I'm still failing.
It sucks and it's baffling.
It's so hard to be a man and white because we have all these
right.
Having to use our big brains.
But I feel like it's
everyone for different things.
It's everyone,
right.
and something like saying man up. There are plenty because I feel like that's something that kind of maybe Southern like good old people would say.
Sure.
And I could very easily imagine several like women or anyone just saying that like man up,
right? Because it's not what you're saying, it's what it means.
Yeah, it's there's so many people that just wouldn't even I don't know.
So that's why it's never going. That's why
everything's just fucked. You just got to start over. Just
nuke it, start over.
Yeah.
What country do you think is not doing that? None. I'll say Slurs. Is that a city in France?
I have no idea. Well, other languages, even the words are inherently
masculine
gendered.
or feminine. Yeah,
that doesn't even make sense.
I don't understand that either. It's like, oh yeah, chair. No, chairs. Masculine.
Chairs are ladies. Yeah,
chairs are right.
Okay,
of course, chairs are ladies. Right. Yeah, you grow up like, of course, that's right.
And in German, there's masculine, feminine, and neuter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's funny about Europe is there's like they have their own like set of like racial like like they British people might I don't even know like have some crazy phrase about like how about this is what we say too. Oh man, I just got gypped.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Yep.
That's like a huge like crazy racial slur to gypsy people.
Yeah.
Or Romanians.
Roma.
Right. But like
in fact, this remembers me when I was a pretty little kid. I was playing Monopoly with some friends or something, and somebody like
got gypped,
and they said, "Oh, you gypped me," and then as a joke they said, "Ah, you gypsy," not even realizing that that's where the word came from.
That's very funny.
It's so like, and we were like, "Oh, that's so funny," not even realizing that it's
like, oh, that's gypsy. Yeah, right. It's like, no, that's really where it came from.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's like a bad thing. That's like an awful thing to say.
Yeah, right.
Jeez, we're 8.
Right. Yeah, you're. All kinds of awful hate speech.
Yeah. Christopher Columbus maybe sailed to the United States.
Dude, there's like 12. First of all, no, he didn't.
Because
he sold to the New World.
He got here.
That's amazing, by the way. He thought he was going to India.
Nope. There's a whole fucking thing here.
Honestly, if that hadn't have happened, he would just died. Everyone would have been dead. He severely underestimated how far it was to India.
Well.
And when he got here, he was like, "Oh, it's India. The West Indies. I found it. These are Indians."
Yeah, but I believe he sailed for Portugal.
I couldn't tell you.
I think that's true.
There's like 3 different countries that like claim him for different,
the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
That's what it was. Yes.
I believe he sailed for Portugal.
Okay.
I could be very wrong, but I did a book report on a biography of Christopher Columbus in 3rd grade.
Yeah, apparently he was like not a great guy.
Well,
Like, for example, this is like such a small scale, but it kind of like gives you the idea of what kind of guy he was. He was like, all right, he got desperate, you know. First person to spot land gets a gold piece. You know, he was like, fuck, we have got to find land. I need the morale. So, some guy, you know, after 5 days or whatever, someone, hey, I found land. And he went, oh, no, I saw it first. And then kept the gold piece for himself. Like, so that's pretty cool.
I thought you were going to say he gave him the gold piece and then threw the guy overboard and like stole. Okay, here you go.
Oh, it was like on a string and he kept it
Yeah.
as he killed the guy.
That's a funny thing. Putting a coin in like a jukebox or whatever, but having a string attached
Yanking
to
it
it
back
and
out.
yanking it back
I've
out.
always wanted to do that.
There's no way it works.
I want to believe, though.
There's no way.
When I was a kid, I had a quarter with a hole in it. I never got around to doing it, though. Man.
Do you remember Shining Time Station?
Sure.
There was Schemer, who was
I'm sure must have done that.
yeah, and there was a jukebox in the
In Chinatown Station.
yeah, with the little creepy puppets that lived in there and sang. You obviously don't remember
I
Shining
don't
Time
remember that at
Station.
all. I just remember Crazy.
Mr.
What?
Conductor,
Sure.
played by George Carlin and Ringo Starr.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I'm going to have to go back.
What,
and
like
watch these.
one of them was first, and then he left, and then another one
Sure.
took over. Two.
It was Pete Best first, and then I think Ringo Starr
Yeah,
took over.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I
Weird.
don't get Thomas. Thomas the Tank Engine was that was a framing device for Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yes.
I don't really know.
Kids loved it, though.
I don't know what Thomas the Tank Engine
My
is.
little brother had a Thomas Tank birthday party when he was like, 4.
What is it? Where did it come from?
I don't know. England, I'm sure.
It's in my head. It's like Western Hello Kitty. Like nobody really knows where it came from. What are you trying to sell
But
me?
everyone in America, or everyone in Japan, has a Thomas Tank Engine on their keychain, stickers all over their binders. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
What is this thing?
That's a great comparison.
Was the show before the products? Were the products first? What's the deal here?
That's really funny. And they're all just the same exact train, just different color schemes and
Yeah.
facial expressions. Like, yeah, this one's
and they make
Crazy
like
eyes.
the eyes like go around in circles, and it's fucking creepy.
because the mouse can't move other than to go up and down, like to
I feel like they don't even move up and down.
You know,
I feel like it's just like
voiceover.
yeah. Oh,
That's really creepy.
Thomas, I need to turn around. Get me to the switch station. But then they'll just move back and forth.
That'll be
to,
the whole
like-
episode.
and then he'll have like a worried look on his face for the whole episode. Just moving back and forth. Got eyes going crazy.
Yo, woo woo. Is each one of them a train, like an engine, or is one of them like a coal car?
I think they're. Fuck, dude, I don't know.
we're gonna find out.
How crazy would that be? Oh,
we get-
Thomas, quit farting in my face. I'm just trying to carry this coal.
Yeah, right. How crazy is it gonna
Sir
be?
Topham Hat, Thomas is farting in my face.
Oh, Thomas. Oh, Tomlinson.
Tomlin Tank.
Tomlin
Tank.
Tankford the Fourth, Esquire. How crazy is it gonna be when I get really into Thomas the Tank Engine, just trying to do research? When I would get really into it.
I'm gonna be really into Hello Kitty. You know, all of her friends, Bratz Maru,
Ping Pong the frog.
Copelli,
Kokopelli, the
Not
African flutist.
Cocopelli, yeah.
Flautist.
No, what's it? Copelli? I don't know.
Kokopelli.
Cocopelli. Those are the only ones I know.
Okay, which one's the frog?
Cocopelli.
Kokopelli.
Bratz Maru is the
That was
The
the
Black
Star
Owl.
Trek, right? That was in Star Trek.
yeah
Right.
yeah. That's LeVar Burton played Bratz Maru.
Okay, cool.
He wore those crazy glasses.
Yes. How's he doing? You talked to him recently?
He just raised a goddamn
$1 billion?
$1 on Kickstarter.
Do you know how much it was?
It was like more money than probably exists.
I think that's right. Yeah.
The we had to up the national debt to fund this Kickstarter.
He's now the richest man in the United States.
How awesome would it be if he doesn't do it? Like, oh, we reached our goal. Thank you. And then he just goes to like the Caribbean or
Switzerland or-
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
right,
Switzerland.
I would love that the most. That'd be so funny. Because I think he's such a beloved figure.
Yeah. He's gonna buy $8 billion worth of books and sit on a beach and read them.
Finally, I get to read them.
Take my word for it.
See if I give a damn. And when he's done, every time he finishes a book, he throws it into the ocean.
And he throws it into the.
Booga. I have to stay warm at night. He burns them.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad, actually. He's been marooned on a desert island. He's not actually having fun.
Yeah. How much Gilligan's Island did you watch?
Not enough, probably.
Okay.
Vince Gilligan's Island.
Oh. Smell you later.
And that's the bottom line. It was like
Stone Cold said
yeah, exactly. Yes.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. 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 Got your peaches. Got your hot